It's Mary. I'm a writer, a reader, and collector of things. Today, we've got a collector's edition that is so beautiful, it practically glows. Stick around until the end to see a book that absolutely wrecked me and looked good while doing it. Let's get into it. We're gonna go straight into the one that is the most obvious vibe by the FairyLoot edition of Howl's Moving Castle. Now, I have the other two on pre-order. They come out in October, I believe. This one just came out like a couple months ago. We have this beautiful glowing foil on the front. Look at the spread. I mean, not only is the story beautiful, but this edition is even better. It just grabbed me right away. I had to have it. I love a plot, but this just absolutely has my heart. I didn't care that I had to wait a few months to get it. It was worth it. You have these lovely balances of warm and cool colors that are irresistible. We do have really good spacing of words. It's a fairly large print, but that's all right. We have the dust jacket, which is beautiful in itself. Now, usually the inside is plain, but this one has a whole design on the inside. I mean, how can you resist it when something like this is so beautiful through and through? Now, let's get into the actual book, which is a beautiful warm cover, and you have a contrasting design foil as well. We have the signature on the back, and it really accentuates the spread as well. The inside of it even has a design. All in all, this is such a cohesive product. The attention to detail is absolutely spectacular. I have not read this yet, but I definitely plan to. I mean, if you haven't seen the movie, you absolutely need to go watch it. This is such a spectacular story. I cannot wait to read this. Now that I have sent my book that I am writing off to the editor, this is about to be my next read. I would pair this with a lavender Earl Grey latte. I mean, it's floral, a little chaotic, full of magic, just like Howl. I would give this a solid 10 out of 10. Thank you so much, FairyLoot. Maybe sponsor me. This next one is twisted. I mean, seriously twisted. I didn't know that I needed a coming of age story that questioned my morals, but here we are. Monsters by Emerald Fennell. Not only did I get this because she's the director of Saltburn, but because of this amazing cover. Coquette with the cakes, a very odd juxtaposition with it. Shellfish, and we have a dead fly. I loved that it went on the side as well to continue the motifs. Essentially warm cover overall, and the greens sort of unify the whole piece to really keep you in that picture plane. And on the back, they use it through the words as well. You can tell she really used her skill set in directing and film creation to make this book, because I was captivated and it was just like a movie in my head. This was written for young adults. Great line heights, larger font, and thick margins. This is the UK version. I highly recommend snagging this one if you can. Very eerie and unsettling book that you have to grab. You know those toxic friends that you love them but they just keep crossing your boundaries and you acquiesce because why not for the plot? That's this book, except it goes times 10. I would give this a solid 9 out of 10, and I would pair this with a black Americano, a watered down espresso that you add 1 sugar to because you still want to suffer. It's classy, dark, bitter, perfect for your villain arc. Next up, we have Crying in H Mart. This book broke me, and then it put me back together, squeezed me in a box, then left me to ferment outside just like kimchi. It made me go through the trauma with her. When I came out of it, life ended up tasting more delicious than before. There's a recommendation back here that says it's rare, and that is absolutely true. It's about grief, food, identity, and the kind of love that lives in between languages. Every time I go to make kimchi jjigae, I think of this story. I do not recommend reading this in your parking lot, on your break at work, because you were crying the whole time. Trust me, I am still bitter from what I went through. You can see that we have 2 sets of chopsticks. Now, you can think of this as her relationship to her mother. If you look at it, it's like a smiley face, and when I think about it, it's like someone pulling a smile out of you as well. I don't know, I could be wrong. I'm glad that she went with the sans serif when it came to the cover. I like how she reversed it on the spine where she has the white title and her name in black. We have tight line spacing. The font is very clear. It looks like Coromant Garamond. This is a beautifully designed book. This is a winner. Now, I would give this a stunning 8.5 or 9 out of 10. I would pair this with a jasmine green tea, the second steep. Do not think that I am initiating you going and using the first steep of that tea. Like this book, you have to let things go in order to get to the best part that comes next. And it reminds you of when spring comes and things feel a little bit brighter and seasonal depression starts to leave your body. Next up, we have Saturday Night Ghost Club. I didn't just get this because it was $5 with the purchase of a cafe drink at Starbucks. I bought this mostly because of the cover. This book surprised me. I thought it was going to be quirky, kind of spooky, reminiscent of Stranger Things. It ended up being strange, but it was also soft and quietly depressing. It's also like that trend where people say to laugh with a stranger, the stranger the better. That is this book. Let's note the use of purples and yellows. When you use colors that are opposite of each other on the color wheel, you're actually building excitement. While it might seem eccentric and odd, it does its job. The motif's really cool. Like, we have a ghost in the center just floating above these houses, but we have the kids on the bikes. It was last summer I bought this book and I said, oh, I need a good summer mystery. Friendship, group does things at all these weird hours of the day and night. You see how it has a sunset coming in here? I love how they continued the curved motifs on the back. When you go into the inside, we do have a standard line height, small font, and it's a bit thicker, not like Crying in H Mart where it's a thinner, stroke of the text. Overall, it's very impactful. I would give this a solid 8 out of 10. It did break my heart by the end. I would pair this with a toasted marshmallow type of hot chocolate, a hot drink in hot weather type. It brings the pain of childhood, possible tummy ache afterwards, and nostalgia. I love a good book that's gonna end up just breaking my heart, leave me in ugly tears, make me question everything before I go to bed at night. I'm also learning how to destroy my readers as well when it comes time. Let me know if you've read any of these books that I shared today. Let me know in the comments if you've ever picked up a book that was beautiful but also wrecked you emotionally. Like and subscribe if you ended up loving this content. Let me know what you would like to see next. I'll see you in the next one.